Hey, hello everyone, this is David Guerrero and welcome back to another video here on Many Ways Films. In the video of today, I'm gonna be talking about my first impressions with the Nikon Z6III, which is the camera that I'm using to film this video right now. And I will show you parts of the latest project that I filmed, which is a music video slash short film. And the reason for this is because even that is shot as a short film, it's gonna end up being a music video, just like you would find in a video like the Lumineers, or I'm sure there's other artists that do something similar, but a lot of my inspiration for this music video comes from the Lumineers music video type videos. Before any of that, I want to thank everyone who's new to this channel. I appreciate your questions and comments, and if you do have any questions, let me know down here and I'll make sure to answer them. And I will likely have a video like this where at the end I answer some of the questions that you have leaving, so make sure to stay to the end of the future videos, so if you have any questions, I will probably leave some space to answer some of those at the end. I've had this camera now for about 2 months. Previously I was shooting with the Nikon Z8, which I think it's a wonderful camera. I love that camera. It's still probably one of my favorite cameras ever. Well, I've been a Nikon shooter for probably about 10-12 years. So the first camera DSLR that I bought was a Nikon D3200, and since then I've kept buying Nikon cameras. Right now I have the Nikon Z6III, but I've shot with the Nikon Z8, Z7, Z6II, the original Z6, and I tested the Z30, the new ZF. When I say that Nikon is my preferred camera system, that doesn't mean that I think it's the best out of all of them. It's just the one that works best for me. I really love how the colors work in the Nikon system, and that doesn't mean again that they are the best. That's just what I prefer. It works for me, and pretty much every single time I need to do some type of, well, every time I shoot a project and I do my color corrections, it's pretty easy to do it with this Nikon cameras. Again, it's not the best one, maybe it's not the easiest one, it just works for me, and that's what I want to talk about in the video of today. First, I want to talk about the body of the camera. It's honestly really nice. I don't have any complaints with it. I was never a fan of the how do you say it, the flip out screen, but now that I have it, I don't know if I could ever have another mirrorless DSLR. Well, probably never. Well, never say never. I actually love DSLRs still, but having the flip out screen, that's something really nice. It's a big plus, and I don't want to go too much into the details of what this camera can or cannot do. In the end, it's just like any top of the line mirrorless camera. You can shoot 12-bit RAW, and you can shoot ProRes RAW, and you have 10-bit and you have 8-bit. If you were gonna buy this camera, you're probably gonna be shooting at 10-bit or 12-bit, and the profile that I use the most is the NRAW 12-bit, and I color everything in DaVinci. I'm more of an enthusiast when it comes to coloring, and I do watch a ton of YouTube videos, not just about Nikon coloring, but just coloring in general. And I feel like Nikon is very good when it comes to efficiency about coloring and the quality that you keep in the colors, the shadows, the highlight areas, and you'll probably see it in these videos that I'm showing right now. This is from the most recent project that I'm working on. It's music video, again shot like a short film, but in the end it's a music video. Right now I'm shooting with a monitor on top of the camera, so I can see, even that I have the flip out screen, it's a little bit smaller than the monitor that I'm using, and it just helps me frame everything better how I want it. But the reason that I mentioned this is because it has a full HDMI port, and that makes everything easier. I believe the C6II and the original C6 didn't have a full HDMI. The first time I saw a full HDMI, I think it was with the C8. I believe the C9 has it as well, and the C6III has it. So that is a big plus because you don't need to have adapters or have a cable from the full to the mini HDMI. So that's another great thing about this camera. In the end, it's not to talk so much about the technical aspects about this camera. I'm sure there's a lot of videos out there, and if you're interested about me talking again about them, I can do a video about that. But I just wanted to tell you a little bit about how happy I am with this camera. I feel like it works very well for this kind of projects. You know, if you're shooting, it doesn't matter if you're shooting weddings or you're doing short films or you're doing music videos. I think this is a great camera system, especially the Nikon Z6III. It's now my favorite camera, and it's a camera that I'm shooting primarily on, but I just use it for everything, and I have access to other camera systems again, like Sony and even Reds and Blackmagics. And I'm not saying that this is the best system and that is better than a Red or anything like that. That would be nuts. But I'm saying that it works for me because I like to not have a heavy system, pretty much for the style that I shoot, which is maybe 30% tripod and 60% handheld, and then the rest of it is probably on a gimbal or a slider or something like that. It works very well for me. And again, I just want to show you how the picture looks. Granted, it's gone through a bunch of color grading and presets that I put in there, so have that in mind. But in the end, I think you're able to do a lot with the Nikon Z6III. That's the point that I'm trying to make. It's a very versatile camera. I'm gonna talk about stills in another video, and this year I have quite a few weddings that I'm gonna be shooting both stills and video on this camera. If you are interested on seeing a little bit more about that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And again, if you have questions about this, just let me know down here. And that's it for the video of today. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.